Hi, this is Steve from Object River. This video is part of our Angular series, and what you're going to see is generating a Java WebSocket server with callbacks back into Angular. Now we're going to create our backend server in Java from our defined metadata. Up until this point, it's kind of been a chicken and egg thing because we've been running our Angular client against a background server. But now we're going to show you how we build that server, and this will be a Java server. So first, let's build another configuration, and we'll just call this Java. And it's WebSockets. We're going to generate Java. We don't need the client. It's going to go into the Java directory, and we'll run the compiler. Now that we've generated our code, we have to do some housekeeping in IntelliJ. We'll come in here, we'll go to our modules, sources. We have to change where we generated the source to. So the source is in Java, and set the test directory. Go to dependencies, go to libraries. Every major release of IntelliJ, they change where you assign your libraries to your module. So here, what we'll do is we'll add these two dependencies to our module. Then I guess we go back over here and we check them. Okay, those are our dependencies. Now we want to go over to Ant, which is a build facility, and we generated an Ant file right here. And in this, we're going to generate our WAR file. And this also copies some libraries to the directory. There's problems. Let's see. So that built. Okay, so that built, and this WAR file is one of the ways you can start the server. You could drag this WAR file over to Tomcat, and it would run in Tomcat. We're going to show you two other methods, which are just running the server directly and running the server in Docker. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to code our callback. And what we decided is, here's our metadata, and there's a routine called setBeanList. And in this method, we're going to do a callback. And this is our callback that we defined called display message, and we're going to pass this stuff bean. So first, I'm going to go into our code, our implementation code, and we're going to find setBeanList. It's right there. And we're going to do our callback. This server stub, display message, bean list, hit 0. So the first stuff in the array we're going to send back. All right, so now we've coded our callback from our setBeanList implementation. And so now we're going to run the server. And we can run the server directly. This is what I was saying was one of the methods you can use to run your server. And this allows you to debug directly in the server, so you don't have to do any remote debugging or anything. So as you can see, the server started. He's listening on localhost 9090. The third way to run your servers is in Docker, and let me show you that. So I'm going to kill this server that's running, come back over to our Ant, and we're going to generate our server image. Let me open up this over here. See, that generated a Docker image. Now I'm going to run the server, run that image in Docker, And what that does is it creates a container. So that ran there. If I open up another terminal, I could say Docker PS. And now you can see that our server is running in Docker in a Tomcat image, and it's listening on 9090. Okay, that's a wrap on our Java server with callback. There's one other video in the series, which will be Node TypeScript search WebSocket server with callbacks. I appreciate it. If you guys give it a like, download the system and try this yourself. Share with your friends and let me know what you think.